All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to apostles and elders in New York, GMS, and salutations to y'all around the world that's teaching the truth and put your lives on the line for it. My name is Maya Ka'ala Bungad with Chicago branch of Great Millstone. I'd like to make a disclaimer that we're not black Hebrew Israelites. We are Israelites. The Israelites are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Black is a color, not a nationality. All right, you're not gonna find a black nation. Well, I mean, a nation calling itself black in the Bible. All right, you're not gonna find black nation in the UN. Okay, all right. So black is a color, not a nationality. All right, we are not affiliated with any black identity stream groups. We are not affiliated with any other stream groups. We are not affiliated with any Islamic groups. Okay. We are not affiliated with any other Israelite groups. All right. And again, the Israelites are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the speckled birds that scattered abroad. Speckled birds are Israelites who look like other nations, but their father's paternal bloodline go back to the 12 patriarchs of Israel. A good example of that is the Israelites in Cafe, China. All right, they look Chinese, but what their father's bloodline go back to Israelite men. All right, so right here it says 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 15. It says, study to show thyself approved unto the Most High, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly divine the word of truth. Right, so you have to study these scriptures, man, and divide them correctly, man. All right. You know, the dark meanings of these scriptures. All right. The prophecies. All right. The history, you know, and you know, I brought that up because I seen something interesting on Maccabees TV with Daniel Allah, you know, and there was a guy named Ron Dalton. He had this series called Hebrews, the Negroes. All right. And Ron Dalton, he was, you already know about the Hebrews and Negroes and stuff like that. He came up about, he brought up he brought up like a couple of months ago about the 12 child charts, and it was like in the Polynesian Islands and the Philippines. We already know that the people of the Negrito descent of the Philippines, we already know they're Israelites, man. We already know that some are people scatter in the Polynesian Islands, but you know, it's, you know, our people are scattered among Japhet over there, but those Japhet people, they're not the Israelites. All right, now people scattered in Australia, you know, again, that's Japhet, you know, the Aborigines, those not the Israelites. Now, we do have people scattered among them, you know. All right, so, but he brought up something about this Israelite name family, what is named Yaya Negro. All right, so this is on the Jewish Encyclopedia, man. You know, and just prove to you, you know, cause all this brought up. Okay, we're talking about Nick Cannon, the Nick Cannon controversy, right? Which, you know, it's controversial to Esau because he's been telling the lies for the last 528 years of captivity, that he's the chosen people, that they are the 12 tribes of Israel, but the 12 tribes of Israel truly turned out to be the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, who of you know, paternally descent from those 12 tribes. All right. So this is what we brought up by Yaya Negro, proving that the Jews were a dark-skinned people. All right. Now, you know, majority of Judah, they are dark-skinned, but it's one case where you had some Jews that came from Spain. They was, I forget what areas of town they sell this. Oh, they're by the Los Lunas Decalogue Stone. All right. Now, those sets of Jews, they look like so-called Mexicans. You know, it's the truth, man. They describe, you know, black hair, dark skin. They had like the features, and they was mistaken for of the indigenous people over there in New Mexico. All right, all right. And then they was talking about, they not the same. Yeah, you were the same people. But anyway, majority of Judah are dark skinned, look like the typical so-called uh, Afro American. All right. So this right here proved that they are so-called look like so-called black, right? Because black is not a color. So, I mean, black is a color, but black is not a nationality. And our skin is dark brown, not black. All right. Nobody walking around the earth looking like ink or tar. All right. That's misinformation by Esau. All right. But anyway, it says right here, it says Yaya Negro. It says Portuguese family of the Middle Ages, members of which were prominent in Portugal, Spain, Italy, and Turkey. It says certain individuals of the family bore the additional cognomen Negro with the reference to the Moors. All right. So let's look up the word cognomen, Salak. All right, cognomen. All right, that's how, Salak. Let's look it up. All right. So we already know what Negro means. All right, it means dark. All right. Go to the website. All right. It says cognomen, surname, usually three names, H or Rome, compared a distinguishing nickname or epithet. All right. It says synonym, alias, by name, epithet, handle, market, a nickname. All right. So let's go to nickname, see what it means. All right. Usually descriptive name given instead or addition to one belonging to a person, place, or thing. Familiar form, proper name of a person, a city. All right, nickname. All right. It said descriptive name. All right. So these people were dark skinned. All right. Like you got the nickname in the tribe of Judah neighborhood, like somebody named Red. Red would be somebody light skinned. All right. Sometimes be somebody with light skin with red hair, man. They like red fox. I'll give you another example in the scriptures. All right. And if I'm gonna give you two examples. All right. So maybe you probably never seen this before, because it was like named Rufus. All right. It said Mark chapter 15, verse 21. It said they should compel one Simeon, a Syrian who passed by coming out of the country, to follow Alexander and Rufus to bear his cross. All right. So let's see what Rufus means. All right. Strong G 4504. All right, Latin origin. Strong name for Red Rufus, a Christian. All right, so we know these are like red. All right, so the brother was light skinned. Okay, so you go right here, you go to Niger. All right. Go to Acts 13:1. It was really nigger. All right. Let show you. It said Acts 13:1. Now there was the church that was at Antioch, certain prophets and teachers as Barnabas and Simeon that was called Niger, and Lucius of Cyrene and Many, which had been brought up with Herod Tarat Saul. So I'm gonna play it. All right. So many people say Niger. Sometimes I mistakenly said I just did it a couple seconds ago. All right, but it's actually nigger. All right, which means dark. All right, black, like I say, nobody black, but just, you know, you so dark skinned, it gives that appearance. All right, get that, you know, blackish, but not black, it's just really dark brown. All right, so right here, I'm gonna play it.
Strong's G 3526. Niger. Niger.
All right, so right here.
Strong's G 3526. Niger. Niger.
All right, Christian Latin origin black. All right, means very dark. Okay, so this dark skin. All right, Latin name, black, Niger, surname, Prophet Simeon. All right, so very dark skin. All right, not black, but like very dark, dark brown. All right. So, you know, this family right here was, you know, dark skinned people. All right, these some Jews, you know, from the tribe of Judah, man. You see all the family name. All right, so you know, most likely they come from the Davidic bloodline. All right, you see all this, all the name. You see the chart right here. All right, so you know, this is from the Jewish Encyclopedia. This is from the Jewish people. All right, and what's the old saying back in the day? You want to hide something from the Negro, you put it in a book. This is from the Jewish Encyclopedia, man. That was published between 1910 and 1916, man. All right. So that's like between 119, 114 years ago. All right. So, you know, this is it. You know, truth brought out. All right. So, Shalom.